Seasonal Vantage Insiders, this is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this video once again. So today's date, it is the 4th of December, okay, 2023. Okay, time passes very fast. Now we are into the final month of 2023 already and the start of December. So let's kickstart this, session right now. So before I go into this week update, okay, and also looking at the indices as well. So let's recap back into last 2 weeks. What did I mention about some of the updates on the stocks over here? So before I kickstart, right, once again a disclaimer first. Whatever I share in this video is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell over here. So last week I mentioned okay, let's talk about 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago I mentioned a few stocks also. So one of the stocks that I mentioned, it is actually Domino Pizza. Okay, I actually entered into Domino Pizza over here. So of course, I also mentioned during the trading arena, okay, on Thursday. Okay, so just a very brief recap over here. So trading arena, I mentioned that this was the case study. So once again, I exited Domino Pizza. So when I first mentioned, it was somewhere around here. Okay, there was a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, and then TD Cowen, one of the analysts, fund house in US, okay, upgraded Domino Pizza, and this Domino actually skyrocket up on this day, 4% up. So I actually entered somewhere around here. Okay, I exited on this candle over here. So I've already exited, and of course, after that, DPZ continue to grind higher over here. Okay, so this is one good stock that I have entered. Okay, and the other one that I mentioned is NWL. This is the Newell brand over here, Newell brand. Okay, all right, so I mentioned it was somewhere around here. Okay, is it here? Yeah, I mentioned about there, okay, see that there was a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, I entered on this day over here, and then price takes some time, okay, to go higher. Okay, and then on this day there's a burst up also. So I've already also exited as well for NWL. So I entered into NWL also. And the other one, not so good one, okay, not all are winning trade, So I entered a not so good one. It is the VTRS. Okay, this is Beatrice. Okay, so when I first mentioned, it was somewhere around here. So I entered around here. Okay, but price actually came down over there. Okay, so this is the adjusted one. I think the non-adjusted one is like that. Okay, so all right, so I actually entered, and after that price came down, so I actually get stop out. So my stop loss was pretty tight. Okay, but of course eventually price went up again now. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I get stop out over that, but the previous two trade, okay, like Domino Pizza, Newell brand, and also Nike, which I mentioned, but I didn't show to you guys. But it was after I came back from Japan. Okay, based on the seasonal data that we have, I entered into Nike, but I didn't do an update on that week over here. So Nike, okay, once again, wash and rinse pattern over here. I entered here, and then price just go up all the way over here. And of course, on Friday itself, there was another burst up. So all in all, I can tell you that the market right now is a very forgiving market. Okay, as long as you choose, most of the stocks that you buy should go up. So it is a very forgiving market. So don't think that I'm a genius. Okay, or rather me, I'm a genius. Okay, I'm just riding on with the trend. Of course, with the right stock selection, it makes the job easier. So right now we are in the midst of a small bull market. Okay, it is not that easy as long as you choose the right stock. Okay, as long as you choose the right stock over here. Okay, let's head back to the indices right now. So just so a recap. So I entered Nike, I entered into Domino Pizza, I entered into Nowell, I get stop out into Beatrice. So not all entries are good entries. So I also get stop out. So it is normal. Okay. All right. So talking about indices right now, this was just a very quick recap over here. This is the S&P 500 futures over here. So can you see that, over the past week, only the exception of Friday, overall for S&P, except Friday, the market was in a range bound over here, and then on Friday suddenly just shot up, okay, for the week, okay. But there are many stocks, small cap, mid cap, that ran up, okay. So as I mentioned, right, S&P previously there was a potential star reversal signal, okay. Let me adjust my lighting over here, okay. All right, so there was a consolidation. Okay, price didn't actually came down as what I wish to. Okay, instead, consolidated and then burst up on Friday over here. So the market right now, it is still overbought right now. So again, don't be too greedy. Stock selection is very important. I think that, market is in an uptrend, but has been going up higher for a long time already. So I think the risk to reward, it is not there. I won't be so aggressively going long once again. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, talking about that, right? That was the 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I keep jumping around because this is a very kind of an impromptu update. Okay. All right. So on last week, I mentioned about EXR. Yeah, EXR. So that was the only stock that I mentioned last week. Okay. So yeah. So last week, okay, I managed to exit some stocks. So I managed, okay, I went into EXR also. So as I mentioned, right, I normally don't have too many positions on one hand. So I need to have a few of my position exited. So last week I exited Domino Pizza, exited Nike. Okay, so I entered into extra space storage. Okay, so this was the only stock that I mentioned last week. Okay, so because property, real estate industry seems good, and indeed it ran. Okay, so last week I mentioned about EXR. So this was the wash and rinse pattern. Can you see that this is the wash bar? Okay, all right. Price actually takes some time, okay, to work out. Can you see the price stayed below the wash line for about 3 days? Okay, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and then on this day it broke up. Okay, so I entered on this day. This on the Wednesday. I entered on Wednesday night. Okay, all right, and then on Friday, price has a burst up over here. All right, so I haven't exited EXR, but I'm looking, to take profit anytime. Okay, shifted my stop to the entry level, so at least I won't be losing money. And right now I have a profit right now, so looking to exit anytime. So okay, all right. So I'm still holding on to EXR, but of course, you don't ask me now can buy or not. Now it's already too late already. Okay, if for those who are entered, be ready to trail your stop loss or be ready to exit anytime. Okay, to protect your profit over here. Okay, so that was the only stock that I mentioned last week. Okay, so back to S&P 500 over here. Market, it is really in a overbought. Okay, but right now December, we are into a new month, so there's a new central pivot range over here. Can you see new central pivot? So this was last month, now a lot higher. So the central pivot range right now is acting as a support level. So for the pivot point over here, the central pivot range, the pivot point is 4455. Okay, 4455. Let me try to put, okay, 4455 over here. 4455. My mic. Okay, good. Okay, 4455. Okay, so this is the, let's say if there is really a pullback, I'm looking for a price to come back, okay, to test the upper range of the central pivot range or at the pivot point. The upper range is at about 4516. Okay, 4516 over here. So these are the potential support area. These are potential support area over here. 4516, 4455. Okay, I really want price to come back down, else that the option is not sustainable to me, okay. And then the Nasdaq, okay, once again, I mentioned there's a potential star signal. It had a correction, okay, via a range bound, so it corrected through time over here. Once again, I will prefer price to come down to a central pivot range, which is at about 15530. 15530. The upper range here is the first level of support is 15760 over here. Okay, so this is the new CPR over here. Okay, another one. Of course, the small cap has been really outperforming. This is the RTY futures over here. So can you see the small cap right now? It is also above the cloud, above the central pivot range. So it is definitely in an uptrend right now. Once again, I will prefer price to come down to the central pivot range over here. Okay, or at least to test the cloud support area over here. Okay, all right. So, but all in all, market is in a overbought market right now. Okay, let me try to put this decision point gallery over here. So overbought, as you know, price above the moving average, which is the market breadth, it is overbought right now. So can you see that, you know, percentage above, percentage of stocks above their 20-day, 50-day, 200-day EMA. Here's the short-term wise, we are still at the high over here, overbought. And right now, percentage of stocks above the 50-day EMA, okay, we are heading at the overbought level already. So be careful of going long the market right now. At any point in time, the market can have a pullback. So all in all, I think we have done tremendously well for the past, I don't know, 1 month plus already, okay? Don't be so greedy, okay? Be careful. If you have profit, remember to take profit off the table, okay? So there are times, you know, where we are aggressively going long. There are times we just be more chill. I think right now is the time to be more chill. Of course, there are still some opportunity, but if you're talking just strictly talking about buying the S&P, buying the Nasdaq indices, I think the upside could be limited lah. Okay, I can't stress this more than enough. Okay, you need to be extremely careful right now. Don't be so greedy. Okay, all right. Okay, I mean, I think I'd be a bit lost on that now, but I think I need to remind you that don't be so greedy. Okay, be careful, mindful of the risk on the indices, the key indices. Okay, be it the S&P, the Nasdaq, or the Russell 2000, or the Dow also. Can, but if you're talking about individual ETF and stock, there is still some opportunity. Okay, let's head over to this week right now. So for this week, it is from the 3rd of December until the 10th of December. So I already pre-filtered already. So can you see for this week, not so many ETF. The only key thing that I can look out for is like at one glance, the familiar one is ITB, home construction. Okay, and the RWO, this is the real estate, global real estate ETF over here. The rest are like, you know, bonds, which have already ran up already. Okay, for ITB, home construction ETF from 4th December to 9th January, for the past 15 years, okay, 14 years it ended higher. For the global real estate ETF, 4 December to 25th January, for the past 13 years, 12 years, it closed higher. Okay, so for ITB, I think very hard for us to enter also. So price after a consolidation, okay, price burst up. So I won't be entering ITB. I think that it's hard to have a pullback right now based on the setup that it is showing. Okay, there's no wash and rinse pattern also. So for RWO, it also went higher. Okay, can you see that? Very hard to chase. Okay, I won't be chasing all this lah. But be mindful. These are the things that, you know, it is showing us right now. So ITB, RWO. Okay, and if you're talking about individual stocks, okay, I already filtered already. These are the ones, okay, about 70 plus from 3rd to 10th December over here. But so let's head over to the relative rotation graph over here, RRG. Okay, over here. So can you see that, you know, XLV, all right, it is showing good improving sector. XLU also, XLB materials, okay. Technology is weakening, okay. Real estate, it is still leading. Can you see that, you know? That's why the, like, for example, the stock that I mentioned last week, EXR, okay, the extra space storage is under the real estate sector also. Financial is still okay. Discretionary is coming down a little bit, but all in all, you know, utility is good, material is good, health is good, okay, energy is still okay, all right, but personally I don't prefer the energy sector lah. Okay, so if you look at the let's say for example, if you want, you can filter them. Instead, just look at some of these stocks like financial, healthcare, uh, industrial, utilities, okay, real estate, okay, materials, okay, now all these are the ones that you could be looking at, okay, so can filter down. But after looking through some of these stocks, I do have a few in my watch list also. The ones that are in my watch list right now is only 4, okay, KSS, EXAS, Kohu, and ES. Okay, let me just go through with you. Okay, so KSS is Cost Corporation. This is a retail over here. So this is on the Friday. There is a wash and rinse pattern over here. So price broke out of this consolidation. Okay, not consolidation, as in price broke out of the cloud and then came back down. There's a consolidation. Okay, and then on Thursday there was a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, and then price closed back up above the wash line over here. So this is the wash line. The wash line, it is closing price 23.45. Okay, 23.45, 23.45 over here. All right, so no, sorry, the low, it is actually 23.52. Okay, all right, where price closed lower than the prior day low. Okay, so Friday there was a wash and rinse pattern. Price stay above the wash line. Looking to price to hit higher, so we shall see how it goes. Okay, once again, there's a few alternatives. There's 2 alternatives. Either you buy at the open, okay, or after 1 hour you see how the price react and then you enter. Okay, so I haven't entered into calls yet, so I will see how it goes. I'm a bit hesitant to enter right now because market is at a high, so and the profit for the past few weeks has been pretty good. So I will see how it goes. Okay, I'll see how it goes. To be honest, I will see how it goes. I haven't decided whether I'm to enter or not. Okay, all right. As how to say, I just want to be as true to you. It's not always that I've always be confident knowing what to trade. Okay, there are times I was still hesitant whether I wanted to take the trade or not. But there is a setup. There's a setup. But just let you know, I'm still thinking whether I want to enter or not, because based on the indices, at any point in time, the market could correct. So I'll be thinking whether to trade or not. All right. And the other one that I'm looking at, oh, not this one. Is this one. Okay, it is EXAS. Okay, EXAS. What stock is this? Okay, this is the Exact Science Corporation. This is also a health stock over here. You can see that on Friday there is a wash and rinse pattern. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, it closed below the prior day low. Okay, on Friday, price stay above the wash line. So the wash line, it is 64.97. Okay, 64.97. 64.97 over here. Okay, and on Friday it stayed above the 64.97. Okay, so you can see that Exact Sciences Corporation downtrend, but right now it's above the central pivot range. Downtrend, okay, above the central pivot range right now. All right, and today should be above the central pivot range also now. Today when the market opened, okay, the first day when the market opened. So we shall see how it goes. Okay, all right. And then the other one that I'm looking at is Kohu. Kohu, it is this. Okay, it is a semicon. Okay. Let's see how the market open and see where are the central pivot range first. Okay, before you decide whether to open or not. Okay. So Friday, yeah, Friday open already, right? Yeah, actually it's above the central pivot range already. Okay, so there was a wash line over here. Okay, price just stay above the wash line. The wash line, it is actually 33.32, 32.30. 32.30 over here, barely above the wash line over here. Can you see price close below the prior day low? Okay, and then next day wash up. All right, so Kohu I'm also watching and also above the central pivot range. Okay, so I'll see how it markets open. And the other one, ES, this is utility one. This is the not the S&P 500 futures. The ES, this is the Eversource Energy. Okay, this is a stronger one. Not much pullback over here, a very shallow pullback. Okay, and then price burst up on Friday. Okay, so again, the wash line last week was 59.45. 59.45. Okay, and then price stay above the wash line on Friday, also above the central pivot range on Friday over here. All right, so these are the 4 stocks that I'll be watching out, but personally I'm looking at Kohu, EXA, and KSS. ES not so much, so look, monitoring these 3 stocks over here. Okay, I'll see whether I'll enter when the market opens tonight. Okay, all right, so with that, just a very quick recap over here. The indices not so keen to buy just the key indices at a overbought level. Okay, so just be more careful. At any point in time, the market can correct. So need to manage your risk. Don't be so greedy. I think this is the key thing that I want to mention to you guys. Okay, overbought, market is overbought. Don't be so greedy. Manage your risk. Okay, these are the 4 stocks that I'm looking at, but focusing on these 3. Okay, with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye bye.